Hey guys, welcome back everyone. Again, this is Justin Ma with part 2 of our Facebook training, showing you guys how I've generated a lot of the results that I've had over the last couple of months within our team building explosive. You can use this training for anything you want, any business that you happen to be promoting, but you want to keep in mind that if you're not getting paid 100% commissions and making at least $100+ per sale, you're kind of really wasting your time. If you got to generate 3 to 4 to 5,000 people, in a large group to make a few $1,000s, what's the point? Really, what is the point? So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with where we were from part 1 there. Again, this is part 2 of Facebook training of how I've generated about $2,500 in residual income using the team build with an explosive here. We left off just showing you guys how to go into marketing groups and talk to people. I want to show you one other way. Instead of just going to the main page and talking to somebody off the main page. Another great way is to go up here to where the number of members are, 12,607. Click on that, and then you can go ahead and sort these members out by join date. So this will show you people that have recently joined to lately, or that have joined at the latest date. So you can literally just go through every single person if you want and connect with every single one of them and start building up your friends list. So you can actually hand pick also who you want to work with. Some people you know by looking at them or what they're promoting, you're not going to really connect with them very well. So this guy here, he looks like he's got his head screwed on. He's a little bit of an older gentleman, so to speak. He looks proper. He's got a little phone deal in his ear. Blue Zone Group. This looks like a pretty good page. Looks like he might promote some sort of travel business, perhaps. Or maybe he just works at a resort. I don't know. Let's get to know him. So again, we're just going to literally send him a message and do the same thing. You want to send people messages to just really connect with them, build that rapport with them, and build that friendship. So, hey there. Oops, why is my H not working? There we go. Hey there. I noticed you are part of the same marketing group here on Facebook as myself. So remember, we're not talking about their post in this situation. We're actually just noticing that they're part of the same Facebook group as ourselves. So we're going to connect with them in a little bit of a different way. I was looking at your profile, and it appears that you let's go profile, and I saw that you might belong to some sort of travel company. I love to travel. I am from Canada myself, but now I live in Mexico. Playa del Carmen. Have you ever been? I love to connect with professionals like yourself. So what I'm doing here is I'm telling him that I think he's a professional and that I like to work with people like him, and that I'm kind of lifting him up and saying, you are a professional, and I think that's awesome. So that's going to kind of build a little bit of a rapport right off the bat there, and he's also going to be able to have that much better of a conversation with me telling him that he's a professional. So that's kind of like me subliminally telling him that I expect him to act professional when he talks back to me, like yourself. Looking forward to hearing more about what it is you do. I also just noticed over here that he's actually from Vancouver, British Columbia, and he lives in Costa Rica. That's very cool. I'm actually also from British Columbia, about 4 hours away from Vancouver. I just saw now that you are from Vancouver. I am from Kelowna. Wow. And now you live in Costa Rica? Very cool. Add me as a friend, and let's connect sometime. Justin. So real basic, straightforward message, guys. Again, you just want to send out messages to build rapport with people, and that's all you're trying to do. And if you send out enough messages to people, you'll get people replying back to you, and establishing that relationship with you over and over and over again. So one thing I do want to point out to you guys, I'm going to go back to my profile. I made this post the other day, and it's something that you really, really want to keep in mind while you're talking to people, because your job is not to pitch them, your job is not to close them on your program or whatever, because of these numbers right here. I'm going to read this off to you, and this is something I want you to really keep in mind and take to heart while you're talking to people, because only 2% of people that you talk to will join you in your business on the first time that you speak with them, or their first exposure. So there's no point in pitching your business and ruining that relationship by sending them their link, saying join me here, because a lot of these people that you reach out and approach are going to do just that. They're going to say, yeah, I promote XYZ business and it's the most wonderful thing since sliced bread. You should join. Here's my link. So that pretty much just ruins the relationship. If you're a good marketer and you're a strong person, you're going to kind of look past that, and you're going to provide more value to people instead of just pitching them. So on your second exposure, your second conversation, that number only goes up to 3% of people will buy on their second exposure. 5% on their third exposure. That number does double to 10% on their fourth exposure. But it's still not worth risking that relationship and blowing that sale for only 10% of people buying. But that number jumps all the way up to 80% on their 5th through 12th exposure. Most people will buy from you on their 7th or so conversation, 7th or so follow-up email, or phone conversation, or whatever it happens to be. On your 5th to 12th exposure or contact, you have a way better chance, 80% statistically, on closing that sale and getting that person to join your business. So really keep this in mind when you're talking to people. And another thing that I want to kind of point out to you people, if you're not part of our exponential business and you're promoting a program that requires you to get a group of like I said, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people to make $8,000 to $10,000 to $12,000, that's a lot of people, and it's just a lot of work. And statistically, it just doesn't work that way. If you're only making 10, 20, 30% on a box of lotion, potion, juice, or some sort of body wrap weight loss thing or shake, it's going to take a lot of volume, and people can make any good money. If you're part of our exposure, we do pay you 100% commission, and you can earn $129 per person per sale. So if you have a small group of only 200 people that pays you that $129 per month, you can make $25,000 per month off of just 200 people. That's not personally sponsored people, that's your total group. I've talked to people that say, our compensation plan has 50% matching bonus, and we pay to unlimited depths and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. But think about it. How many people do you need in your entire group with your matching bonuses and everything else to really get your goal of maybe $10,000 or $15,000 a month? I'm talking 200 people will pay you $25,000. So that means if you cut that in half, 100 people will pay you about $12,000. 50 people can pay you about $6,000. I currently have a group of just over, somewhere around 30 odd people, and I'm making close to $2,500 a month now in residual income in the last 60 days alone. That's huge. That will really make a difference. Ask yourself, will $25,000 a month or $6,000 a month make a difference in your life? Most likely. And that's something you want to keep in mind when you're promoting whatever type of business. So again, if you're not part of our explosive team build, where we give people guaranteed paid signups, have a look down below. There's probably a little link where you can go ahead and check out our team website and get some more information. Or of course, find me on Facebook. My name is Justin Ma. You can reach out to me and just ask some questions. I'm more than willing to have a straightforward conversation with you. I'm very much an open book. I have nothing to hide from you. I want to show you a little bit of, I'm going to show you guys something, how persistence pays off and how consistently pays off. So I'm going to go to this guy that messaged me actually way back, actually not that long ago. I'm going to go to the front or the start of the conversation and just kind of read it to you. This is kind of a case study on how marketing should not be done and how you can kind of reverse people around. And this guy hasn't bought in yet, but I want to just give you an idea of how the conversation can be turned. He sends me a message out of nowhere. He says, "Hey, I was wondering if you'd like to save money on things you already purchased while making some money at the same time by joining our Wake Up Now team." So he has no idea who I am, what I do, or where I live. I know Wake Up Now doesn't offer products and services in Mexico. They do business in Mexico, but their products and services where I can save money on things I already purchased are not in Mexico, nor are they in Canada. They're for U.S. residents only. And I simply said, "We should talk," laugh out loud, smiley face. And for some reason, he went out and says, "Are you gay? Otherwise, I would have to talk to you since you would be in my downline," which, it's pretty ignorant right off the bat. I said, "I'm sorry? What? No, I'm not. How's Wake Up Now going for you?" So I just got kind of confused and asked him a question. And he says, "Awesome. I was asking if you wanted to join." I said, "No, I don't want to join." Laugh out loud. I looked at it before. I did join my current business, compared them together, and went another direction. How long have you been doing Wake Up Now? Question mark. He says, "Sorry, I'm gonna waste my time. If it's not business, but a month." So he's very ignorant, this person. He's telling me now he's been in a month. And I says, "How well are you doing it? Why did you not join the team building explosion instead?" I'm by curiosity. It has the same product to save money and it pays people more in the business. So I'm kind of gonna be a little bit ignorant back to him and but ask him, why didn't you join Explosion? Explosion is very much like Wake Up Now, but it has a lot more products and services that are, appeal to more than just the U.S. market, and of course it just pays more. And he says, "I'm doing good and because." So he just, "I'm doing good and because." He's very short. I says, "How well and because why?" And I says, laugh out loud, "You're very talkative. Is it better to call you?" He says, Why are you talking to me if you don't want to join my downline?" And I says, "Because I like to connect with other marketers. I don't mean to be rude, but I've never had anyone like you be so blunt like this, and even make a relationship first. And you say you are doing well. I just don't think you are. So I feel I might be able to help you out. Skype me anytime, man. Mr. J. Ma." So my Skype. And he says, "Okay, if you're doing so great, then how do you get your leads?" And so he's now assuming that I'm doing so great, and then he's asking me how I get my leads. So I said I place ads on the internet to get leads, and I can show you how to screen share. I can show you and screen share with you if you wish, but I also just buy sales for my business to kind of bypass the traffic and lead thing. I'm doing okay. I make about $2,400 a month right now with my business in the last 2 months. I don't mind sharing how I do things and provide some hints for you. He says, "That's really good. Sorry about being rude." So now he's kind of turning around. He's saying sorry about being so rude, and now he goes on to say, "I almost had 12 people in my downline, and that was going to pay me $600 a month in my first month, but I found out 10 didn't pay, so now I'm back to 2, and I need 3 by the end of the month so that I don't have to pay the $100 again." So he just revealed to me that he's not doing all that well after he said he was. Most people are going to lie to you. And I says, "Are you free to Skype, or I can ring you on the phone?" He says, "I'm driving right now and let's talk." So I haven't been able to connect with him yet on the telephone. That's kind of where our conversation ends. But you can see how people can kind of transform and turn around and talk differently if you keep being persistent, being polite, and asking questions. Keep asking questions, you start revealing the truth. And that's all you're trying to do when you're talking to these people. This is going to be the end of part 2 here. Look forward to talking to you guys really soon. Again, if you're not part of our team building explosion, check out the link below. We do live trainings like this all the time. We provide a lot of value. We give people paid signups, and we give you guys a lot of tools and training that we've gone out and purchased for you, and we give to you guys for free. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Skype me, Facebook me, anything you want. Adios, Justin Moss signing out.